is going on, Facebook world? It is your buddy Ransom Garcia, broadcasting once again from my son Beckham's bedroom. Gonna let this go for a little while, get some people in here. Hi, we got somebody in here. It's Ransom Garcia. We're gonna start reading a little storybook tonight called Good Night Construction Sites. But I will let some people get in here for a little bit until we start the book. Kimberly's in here. Hey, Kimberly, how are you doing? I figured while we're getting people inside the stream tonight, I would share some good news with you because in times like this, I don't think there's ever been a better time for some good news. So I got 3 stories for you guys. One of them is actually from right here in Las Vegas. I'll get to that, and it's actually going to help out a lot of people in Las Vegas as well. So here we go. Good news story number 1, which I really, really like. Canadians have found probably the most Canadian way to thank healthcare workers. We should all be thanking healthcare workers. At 7 p.m. every single night, Canadians are going outside and banging their hockey sticks on the ground. And it's 7 o'clock right now, somewhere in Canada right now. Hey, Sherry, they're doing this, and I think it's so cool. You know, we got a hockey team here in Las Vegas. We can do that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's story number 1. Story number 2, a 16-year-old pilot in Virginia convinced his dad to turn their flying lessons into humanitarian missions. They started something called Operation SOS, that stands for Supplies Over Skies, and they are delivering masks and gloves to hospitals all over their state. Again, really, really cool. And thirdly, this is before we get into our book tonight, we're reading Good Night Construction Site in just a second. But I wanted to share this story. It's got a local tie. A couple of guys here in Las Vegas. Really, really cool. If you've been having a hard time finding toilet paper, there is a website that just launched by a couple of guys here in Las Vegas that is just for you. It's called tpfinder.co. That's the important part. It's not .com. It is .co.co. I saw my pal John Huck from Fox 5 reporting about this earlier today, and I just thought it was super, super cool. The guys who developed it live here in Las Vegas. They say it took about 5 days from inception to completion. And somebody shared the site on Reddit and it just blew up. So people all over the country right now are already using this to help them find toilet paper. I know that it's so difficult to find toilet paper right now. So again, it's just another tool for you to keep you and your loved ones safe so you're not making a bunch of unnecessary trips to stores that are not stocked. Again, pretty cool stuff. It's called tpfinder.co. I believe it's 7 o'clock. So why don't we get into tonight's book? Hopefully you got your kids and we could read one of my boy's favorite books. It's called Good Night Construction Sites. My boy Beckham is 3. And like all little boys, he has a fascination with trucks and especially construction trucks. So he really, really likes this book. Good Night Construction Site. Here we go. Down in the big construction site, the tough trucks work with all their might to build a building, make a road, to get the job done, load by load. The sun is set, the work is done, it's time for trucks to end their fun. So one by one, they'll go to bed, to yawn and rest their sleepy heads, then wake up to another day of rough and tough construction play. Working hard to help his team, Crane Truck raises one last beam. Reaching, stretching, lifting high, he swings the beam into the sky. He'll set it down right on its mark. Then off to bed. It's almost dark. He slowly folds his boom back in. Then, with one last sleepy grin, he tucks himself in nice and tight. Then he cuddles up and says goodnight. Shh. Good night, Crane Truck. Good night. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Julie. Thanks for joining us. Emily is in here as well. I see Sue just joined us. Spinning, churning all day long, cement mixer sings a whirly song. Now he's weary and so dizzy from the fun that keeps him busy. With one last spin, he pours the load. He's ready now to leave the road. He takes a bath, gets shiny bright, pulls up his chute, turns off his light. He cuts his engine, slows his drum, and dreams sweet dreams of twirly fun. Shh. Good night, cement mixer. Good night. Hey, Katie. How are you? My boy is actually downstairs. I get that question a lot. People are always asking where my son Beckham is. The honest answer is that he's 3. And if you have a 3-year-old, if you've ever had a 3-year-old, he's a great kid. Don't get me wrong. He's a great kid. Danielle and I are super lucky. But, we might catch him in a bad mood. So I would rather have you guys see him in better moods, like on my page. So he's downstairs right now eating some chili. So that's where my son is. Dump truck loves to work and haul. He carries loads both big and small. He moves the dirt from place to place, then dumps it with a happy face. One final load spills on the heap. Crunch! Now dump truck's tired and wants to sleep. He lowers his bed, locks his gate, rests his wheels. It's getting late. He dims his light. He shuts his doors. And soon his engine slows to snores. Shh. Good night, dump truck. Good night. Dump truck snores just like Daddy. Danielle is in the comments right now. She could let you know. Pushing with his mighty blade, bulldozer works to smooth the grade. He clears the way to level ground and fills the air with a thunderous sound. No one's as tough or strong as he, but now he's sleepy, as can be. He puffs some smoke out of his stack, turns off his engine, stops his track. He curls into a soft dirt bed and dreams of busy days ahead. Shh. Good night, bulldozer. Good night. Scooping gravel, dirt, and sand, excavator shapes the land. He digs and lifts throughout the day. But now it is time to end his play. A few more holes to dig in soon. He'll roll to bed beneath the moon. He twirls upon his bumpy track, pulls up his boom, stretches his back. He sets his scoop down on the ground, then snuggles up without a sound. Shh. Good night, excavator. Good night. That's my boy's favorite, the excavator. These big, big trucks, so tough and loud, they work so hard, so rough and proud. Tomorrow is another day. Another chance to work and play. Turn off your engine, stop your tracks, relax your wheels, your stacks and backs. No more huffing and puffing, team. It's time to rest your heads and dream. Construction site all tucked in tight. The day is done. Turn off the lights. Great work today. Now, shh. Good night. And that is Good Night, Construction Site by Sherry Dusker-Rinker and Tom Lichtenheld. It's a cute little book, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, we are so honored to be able to do this with you guys every single night, and we're going to continue to do this until things get back to normal. We're always looking for fun stuff to do with the family as well, and as I mentioned on a couple of these videos, we got a little coloring sheet. Hey, Cassie? I almost called you Casey. Cassie! K and K, have more fun. I'm a pro. My furry kids couldn't stop listening. There you go. We got a furry kid right here. His name is Bud. If you haven't found out about our brand new mascots, you're going to be seeing a lot of Bud. He's on our new truck. He's going to be on a lot of stuff. And right now, like I said, we're always looking for fun stuff to do with the kiddos and with the family. And right now on our website, 1027coyotecountry.com, you can actually download this right here and submit these photos. We're posting these, hanging them all over the studio. at 2920 South Durango. And the wall is actually looking pretty darn good, if I could say so myself. This one was done by Angie. Doesn't say her age, but it does say right here that she loves Jeff and Amy. I noticed that it doesn't say that she loves Ransom. It just means I got to work harder. So Angie, I'm going to try to win you over, okay? But hey, guys, thank you so much for stopping by our Facebook Live. We're going to be doing this again tomorrow night. And again, we're in this together. We love you guys. We hope that you and your family are doing well. And we will talk to you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And, of course, on the radio all day long. Have a good night.